Okay guys, so how I make money in my business, how I get clients and how I grow my business. And I'm going to teach you how you can do the same, whether you've got an existing business already or whether you want to start a business. So I didn't think about doing this video because this is something that I've learned in the last 10 years and it's something that I'm really passionate about, like probably one of the most passionate things, and that's teaching people how to make money, but also how to overcome their fears of making money, which is a problem that everyone has until they've overcome it. Obviously, a lot of people are not going to admit that because that's one of the challenges that people face with fear. They don't always want to admit it to other people. They don't want to show vulnerability. But for those of us that want to overcome our fears, we will admit it, because in admitting it, you're halfway to solving the problem and then getting over it and it not being a problem anymore. So I am going to start doing a lot more. Well, I've already started videos on this channel about business, because for me, that's part of confidence coaching. And the good news for me is I've taken on my first client for business coaching. He was a great client of mine. He's been brilliant. He already did 2 of my 6 weeks confidence programs, one for social anxiety at work, the second one for dating. And then he asked me, could I help him start his own business? And I said, definitely. I enjoy working with him. He's a good person. So he signed up for my 6 weeks business program, which cost £2,000, 2K for another, same thing, 2K, £2,000. Now, it's all relevant why I'm saying this, right? This is not for the purpose of showing off. This is the purpose for teaching you and explaining to you my story, my journey from where I've come from and how I want to help others. So this is a big tip that actually helped me. And before I learnt this, I struggled to make money and I struggled to negotiate in business because of the fear of what people would think, the fear of rejection and a lack of experience. Now, when you're running any business and you're doing, you have products or services, in my case, it's a coaching business, but it's the same principle. You're going to encounter customers and potential clients that are going to be interested in doing business with you, but when you say the price, they're going to say, oh, it's too expensive, and they're going to decline. They're going to say that they can't afford it or it's too expensive. Same thing. Now, there's nothing you can do about that, because if people think it's too expensive, then that's what they're going to think. But there's actually something that you can do about it. Actually, there's a lot you can do, and this is what I do. All you got to do is accept it, wish them the best, move on, and continue giving value, creating leads, marketing and selling, and you'll get someone else. It's a process. It always happens to me. But obviously, I had to go through rejections. I had to do business to get to this point, because a lot of people, if that happened probably to you, because you're inexperienced, you would feel bad. You would feel like you're not good enough. You'd feel like you don't have value. You would even probably question your prices. And sometimes people do this in business. I did it when I first started, because you're a rookie. You would lower your price to accommodate your customer, to get them to buy your product or to accommodate them. Now, that has its place, but that's not good in my opinion. So with experience, you put a price on your products or services to which you feel is right for the value that you've got. So I don't change my prices for anybody, because I know I'm worth that. But of course, someone else might disagree, and that's fine. But if you have a good product and a good service, and you're great at solving problems on the market and you're good at helping people, you will always eventually attract clients who can afford it and who will sign up. They will pay you. And I found in my experience, it's always the clients who don't say it's too expensive. I end up working with them. I get on well with them. They're happy. They get the service that they want. They get the result that they want. And I'm happy because I get to do my passion and I get to make money as well, because I enjoy making money. And I think everyone does. Anybody who says they don't is lying, is not being honest. There's nothing wrong with making money as long as you do it in the right way and it's honest and you're helping people, which I know I am, and I know that you want to do the same. So the moral of the story is, it's not letting the rejections in business, which can be perceived as a rejection. If someone says, oh, I can't take your coaching, or I can't buy your product because it's a bit too expensive for me. Look, now, number one, if that person generally hasn't got the money, then you can understand that. We've all been in that position. So sometimes people don't have the money, and that's fine. What I do is, and what I'm going to teach other people, I have free advice. Like, I have programs that are free. So people that can't afford my coaching, they can go on YouTube, like this video right now. You're getting all this information for free. This is invaluable. This is worth thousands of pounds, information I'm giving you. If you take it, you're going to make money if you apply it and you perfect it. So you're not rejecting anyone, but you're not calling it rejection. I mean, you could call it that. I mean, society's going to call it that. Like, someone wants to do business with you, they ask you the price, you tell them the price, and then they say it's too expensive, and they can't do it, or they don't want to do it. Now, like I said, sometimes people are telling the truth. They haven't got the money. There's another factor where sometimes people are lying. They have got the money, but they don't see, like, they don't want to spend that money. They want to work with you, they want to do business with you, but they almost, what's the right word here? They don't think it's worth the value, for example. So for example, my 6 weeks confidence program, which costs £2,000, there's going to be a lot of people that are not going to pay that. It's fine, because they don't understand the value. To them, it might not be valuable. But I've sold so many of these programs, hundreds, to clients who do see the value in it, and they will pay, and they have paid the £2,000 to get the coaching in return. So it's really understanding this, that it's not personal, it's just part of business. It's like dating. You are going to get rejected. Doesn't matter how good you are, how good your business is, how famous you are, how good Look, same in boxing with the negotiations, when Tyson Fury's negotiating. That's why there's so many challenges in boxing, because on the business side, they might offer Dillian White or any fighter 3 million, and he says, I want 4 million. They say no. And they might come to an agreement, or they might not. But eventually they'll get the right business, get the right fights. So business is no difference in that respect, whatever business you're running, whether it's coaching, whatever business it is. And we're all like that. I go into a shop one day, I'll see a pair of jeans, I'll say, I like them. Oh, what's the price? Oh, £120. I ain't gonna pay that. That's a rip-off. I don't think that's worth it. I go to another store. Oh, I like these jeans. Oh, these are £90. Yeah, I'll pay that. It's worth it. For example, my phone. Now, this phone cost £90. This is a basic phone compared to today, right? And at the time, that's how much I valued phones. I didn't want to get an expensive one. Over time, I changed my mind. I made more money in my business. I'm in a different place in my life. I paid 7 times the amount for this new iPhone I'm filming on. This iPhone that I've got costs £730. That's about 7 times more than that. So you got to understand, people can change their mindset. Value is just a perception of what we perceive as valuable or not valuable. And business is all part of that. So when you understand these things, you don't take it as personal. When I started, I took it personal. If someone didn't want to buy from me, oh, they rejected me, oh, I'm not valuable, oh, my business is not valuable, oh, But because I didn't quit, I got the successes eventually. And when you get the successes, it gives you confidence, and it makes you realize that the failures are a part of it. If you don't go through those failures, you're not going to, basically, if you don't go through periods of not making money, you're not going to make money. If you don't go through rejections, you're not getting the successes. And that is why so many people today are in jobs that they don't enjoy, that they don't want to be in, lower paid jobs, or they start businesses, they get a few rejections and they quit, or they're charging cheap prices when they should be charging more expensive prices. So that's why, well, my prices are expensive. Number one, because I'm worth it. Number two, because I work my arse off to learn the skills that I teach my clients, and those skills are valuable, and I give 100 times more value than the price that I charge for it, if that makes sense. So if you paid me £2,000, I'm going to probably give you about £1 million worth of value in the life skills, social skills, dating skills, business skills I'm going to teach you. So So that's also being a good businessman as well, with integrity, where you're giving people a lot more value for what they're giving you in terms of money. But nonetheless, yeah, I understand for some people it's expensive. Everybody's on different budgets. £2,000 could be like nothing to someone. For another person, that's a lot of money. So you have to understand everybody's got different incomes. Everybody's perception towards what is expensive, what is cheap is different. And we're all like that. So it's having the business intelligence, or the business, what's that word? There's a certain word I love using. Any excuse to use a good word. The business acumen. I think it's called acumen, right? I'm going to make sure that's right. I might have got it wrong. I love that word. Basically means business savvy. And I've got over 10 years experience. That's how I built a successful business, with this mindset, with this practice. So if you're a person who is big on integrity, which I am in honesty, everything I'm teaching you is integral. You're being honest with people. Now, another thing I want to add, I've been doing business so long now, I can pretty much tell when someone emails me if they're a time waster or not. And for me, a time waster is someone who pretends that they're interested in your service when their intentions are to never buy. You get people like that. They're called time wasters. If you're running a real estate property, you're going to get that client. Coaching, boxing, social, any business that you're in, you're always going to get a proportion amount of customers or that are time wasters. They're never ever going to spend. They're never going to buy nothing. They're going to lie and say they are and praise your business and maybe they try and get things out of you for free. On the other side, you would always, if you've got a good service and you don't quit and you keep helping people and you're honest, you will always get customers that are excellent. They will always pay on time. They will always appreciate your services. They will be a pleasure to work with, and they're just fantastic. And they're really the best customers. They're the best people. They're the yes people who are going to sign up. They're going to pay the amount. They're not going to waste your time. Then you're going to get people in the middle, which can sign up or cannot, and you can negotiate. You can have a conversation. So it's having these skills, like I said. And the client that I'm working with, he's great. He's a quick learner. He's very good with money. He invested $6,000 into my coaching over a period of time. He done 3 programs. Now I'm going to teach him how to run his own business. He's going to make a lot of money and he's going to help a lot of people because he has the right attitude and he's faced his fears and built his confidence. So today I wanted to give you a massive amount of value, which I have done in this video. If you apply this in any business, it doesn't have to be coaching. In any business, you're going to make more money. You're going to stop being afraid of people. You're going to stop being afraid of selling. You're going to stop being afraid of the 2 words that people are scared of until they overcome it. No and too expensive. When you start overcoming the fear of these things, because that's how I was brought up. I'm not saying my parents didn't say this, but the society around me, especially when you grow up poor, which I did, relatively poor, you're afraid of talking about money. And you got to get over that. You got to realize is that the whole world, businesses are everywhere. You're spending every day. And it's the mindset, it's your attitude towards it. It's always a lack of education why people struggle, but anyone can learn it. It is not hard once you practice it. It's common sense, but it takes guts, courage, and you've got to be honest with people. So if people say to me, oh, it's a bit expensive, can you do it for cheaper? I'll say no. There might be exceptions where I really like the person and I might be in a mood where I might want to do a discount, but generally I've got strong boundaries. No, I won't do it. I value my time. I know how good my services are, and if they don't want to buy it, that's fine. I don't chase anyone. I don't beg anyone. I keep going, and I'll replace that space with another client, because there's so many out there, and people sometimes get into the human fears of, oh, there's not enough business, but there always is. There always is if you stick at it, and that's just the process. Even when you're successful, that's what happens to me. Some months I'll get 5 sales, 6 sales. Another month it will be less sales. It's called life, but if you can accept it, you're going to be successful. And that's how I built the Johnny Berba brand. That's how I became successful. That's how I became my own boss, and that's how I made a good living for myself, and also help so many people, because you need money to help people. Like I said before, the stuff that a lot of you get for free, it's not free for me. I had to spend £730 for this phone. I had to spend £650 for the new camera, mics, lighting. It's thousands of pounds, you know, the videos, the time. So even when you're doing a proportion of free stuff, and I've always done it in my business model has always been, I have monetized programs, paid programs, obviously that's my business, but I have a lot of stuff for free. The Phyllis events are free. People don't have to pay anything, they get loads of value. The YouTube videos are free, the live streams are free. So it's fair, it's fair, very fair. So that's your first lesson from me on business and how to make money and how to get over these and how to understand people and psychology and the market and how business is. Pretty straightforward, anyone can do it. Don't be fooled when you get people acting like they're top business people and they're so much more smarter than you, because that doesn't have to be the case. You can wise up, you can learn and educate yourself and be successful and be as good as anybody. And I've just shown you how to do it in this video. So if any of you would like to start your own business and you want to learn sales skills, and because it's all part of getting over social anxiety, and you want coaching, want a mentor, send me an email. In the box below, there'll be an email. Get in touch. I'll tell you about the coaching programs I offer. So yeah, excited because now I get to do business coaching as well as dating coaching, confidence coaching, and all the rest of it. So look forward to more videos. Appreciate all the support, guys. All right. I'm very excited about you applying this in your existing business now, or the new business that you start, or just to have these skills is a great thing. Even if you work for a company, it will make you can help people more with these skills. All right, Fearless.